Hello, everybody. So, Malaysia has just announced a lockdown period for a few days now. This is actually the third day of the lockdown period, and it is also equal to the third day I am not at work, which means that I have a lot of time to, read my books. So, for your information, Malaysia actually has the highest number of coronavirus cases in Southeast Asia, and I think it was about 900 right now. The increase in number actually like spiked up exponentially. I remember just a few weeks ago it was only at about 20 something, but now it's already like 900. So the period of lockdown that I'm at right now would last about 14 days or so. It started on 18th of March and it would last all the way until 31st. At that time, I expect there'll be no work, although there are rumors that I might have to go to work during this period, so I'm not sure. Personally, I'm not too thrilled about that, but we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, I've been like spending my time at home. It has been quite fun so far. It's really nice to be able to spend some time doing stuff that you like without like so much of that anxiety, like just stealing away all of the focus from your head. It's kind of like a good time for me to go back and dive deep into myself and just focus on things that I like. Just a little bit of an update. So here are the things that I've been doing. Mostly I've been, just reading and cooking. Well, as far as my reading goes, I am actually finishing up on Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides, and I've also already started on other novels, which are The Outsider by Albert Camus and also The Help by Catherine Stockett. And I still have quite a few novels that I want to read for the rest of this month, but if I do end up going to work like sometime during this period, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish all of those things that I've planned for myself, but again, I guess we'll see how it goes. So, as for my cooking, I also have more time to do something a little bit more complex when it comes to cooking. I like to cook during regular time, during regular weekdays when I actually go to work, because I usually go back home late. I do not exactly have a lot of time and energy and motivation to do the cooking that I wanted. So far, these 3 days, I've been doing some stuff. Like the first one right here, this one is actually called Maggi Goreng because it's actually the stir-fried version of the instant noodle. It's really simple actually, but it does take a bit of time to prepare the ingredients that you need to include into the stir fry. So for this one, I actually included like fish balls, cut vegetables, leafy greens, some onions, and I use the tom yum flavor for this dish. I actually chose the tom yum instant noodle, and the result was I was pleasantly surprised. It was quite nice. I don't usually do stir-fried instant noodles. It's kind of satisfying to be able to do that. And then I also did dried pan mee, which pan mee is actually like a medium broad noodle. It's not as broad as kway teow, but it's just medium sized. And I actually bought this noodle from a supermarket before this whole lockdown period. I actually bought spinach noodles, so it is green in color. I For this dish, I guess the main key would be shallot oil, and so I actually took some time to do that as well. Basically, you just need to fry the shallot in oil and then use the shallot and its oil and mix it into the noodle so that you can have a really nice soy sauce mixed noodles with some condiments, other condiments like oyster sauce, salt, and of course the shallot oil. I think it gives this really nice bitter sweet aroma from the onion. And I also included some fish bowl for this one, and I had a fried egg, and I have some fried anchovies, and I made a side of a fishbowl soup. So tons of fish bowls around this time period, because for some reason I bought fish bowls. Last but not least, it is not something that is like super complicated. This one is just something I thought of at the last minute. I actually just made a soup comprised of like different mixed vegetables. I just threw in some vegetables in there, like enoki, cucumbers, leafy greens, button mushrooms, fried tofu, and I put in some soy sauce over there, which kind of made it darker. And the result was okay. It didn't taste that bad, and I ate it with some rice and also a side of fried egg with some kimchi. And for me, fried egg plus kimchi with rice is kind of like a comfort food, and I'm not sure if it's related, but last time when I had this regularly on my diet when I was at college, I actually lost a considerable amount of weight. But then again, at that time, I was also like running 2 miles per day. So I'm not sure if it's related to that, but who knows? If it's a miracle, I might lose weight. Overall, I've been having a lot of this time to do things that I like, and I am kind of grateful to have that time. So far, no one that I know actually has the virus. I think I'm fine also. I'm also not like going out a lot. Apparently, since the lockdown has been in place in Malaysia, there are some people who don't really like take this lockdown seriously, and so they would like go everywhere, travel everywhere, go back to their hometown and do stuff like that. And it's like it's like you're trying to keep kindergarten kids to sit still, but they just won't. That's kind of like how it is in here. But in general, most of the people have been following the instructions to confine themselves at home. I noticed that the place that I'm living right now is quite, it's pretty quiet, not a lot of cars, a lot of shops are closed. It's kind of peaceful, to be honest, compared to how it usually is, And at night, you don't really hear like off-key karaoke somewhere. I'm just curious how things will turn out in a few days. In the meantime, I'm just gonna stay at home and enjoy doing the things that I like, and hopefully I'll be able to read more, cook more, and perhaps make more videos. And at the same time, I also would like to hope that everyone else take care of yourself wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.